What's up, y'all? Welcome to this reading for the month of July for Virgo and Gemini. We're gonna start off with Virgo. There you are, the Hermit card. Um, just give me a sec. Let me just get situated here. Come on. Jeez, come on. Oh my God. Okay, let's just go with it. Whatever. It's weird. All right, so let's get the you know Sacred Creator Oracle just to see what your energy is going to be through this month of July. You get two cards, Virgo. Here, let me put the banner on so you don't get confused. Virgo. We have Creator's Alchemy. So this is a very powerful card. It also says that you're manifesting, but you're also, it's kind of like the Magician. You know, it's like what you put your energy to or your effort onto is what you're creating, right? You're forging here for yourself. Come on. I don't want to take off my hat because my hair is a mess. All right, so overrate your intuition. So we have a very colorful card here. So we have number 60, number 2. Let me see what that's all about. Virgo, number 60. Bum, 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 bum. So creator, alchemy, essential meaning, a powerful alchemist. Your calling, purpose, passion, and the ability to manifest your dreams into reality. Being on the road to success, new creative abilities, activating dormant DNA, the spark of ideas. I'm going to turn it down because I feel like it's too bright, but I wanted to have more light here to see the cards. So yeah, I like it. You know, a powerful alchemist, your calling, purpose, passion, the ability to manifest your dreams into reality. So I feel like this is like the Magician card for me, you know, when it comes to the tarot, somewhat like equivalent. I like how the card also has you know, the DNA there, because a lot of people don't understand or never really think about, you know, our ancestors and what they've done, you know, how much they fought, how much they pushed forward to bring us on to where we're at right now. You know, like, you know, the world has evolved in many ways, and that's our ancestors, right, pushing through. And if there is any information or any memory in the DNA, we carry a lot of memory. So sometimes, you know, you might be surprised, like, oh shoot, I didn't know I was good at certain things, you know, and that's because it's in your blood, you know, if you believe that. I definitely believe that, you know. And I sometimes, when I feel like things are not going right, when I feel like, you know, like I might not be able to do something, like I think back to like my grandpa and, you know, even my dad, and, you know, I'm like, damn, like they've done a lot. Why can't I do this? You know, I should be able to do this, you know. Overrate your intuition, number 2. Where is the book? Overrate your intuition. Essential meaning, powerful intuition and influx of feminine energy. Perceiving the mysteries of the universe, the divine, intuitive dreams and prophetic signs, a newfound clarity. So your intuition is telling you a lot, so listen to it. I like how it says overrate, because don't take it for granted. Don't just avoid it. Write down whatever it is that you're dreaming of, what it's coming to your head, any ideas. Write it down, and what are the possibilities? If it's a business, if it's an invention, if it's just anything that serves you in many ways, then I feel like you should be able to, write it down and see if it resonates, or see if you can manifest that, because you are manifesting things rapidly here. You know, Virgo. Let's see what we have going on for you when it comes to the month of, this month of July. We're already are we already in the month of, oh no, not yet. I was like, I think it's already July, but it's not. July, Rigo, you lied to me. It's not July. All right, here we go. So 8 of Cups, you're walking away from some sort of situation here. It could be a person, idea, or some sort of, maybe there was something that you wanted super bad, and now you realize that, I don't really need that. There's something else better. You're also willing to walk out of a situation that you were very passionate, very connected to. Again, cups could be love, but it doesn't have to be. It could be something that you're just passionate about, and you're saying, okay, no more, or okay, I know I can do better somewhere else, right? If it's a job or whatever. Okay, let's see what we have for you. Can you tell me what's going on? 7 of Wands. Okay, very empowered here, Virgo. 7 of Wands is that card of being standing up for those who can't seem to stand up for themselves. It's like being a hero, but when it pertains to your energy, it's more of somebody that stands up for what they believe, meaning that you're not gonna settle, right? You're not going to say, okay, well, I'll take whatever it is that you're offering me because I have no option. Especially with the 8 of Cups that showed up at the bottom of the deck, is no, thank you. I believe there's something better out there in love, in career, and I'm gonna go find it. Thank you, but no thanks. If you believe that there's something out there better for you, nobody's gonna change your mind. It's also being a little bit stubborn, being a little bit fixed minded, what you believe is what you believe, regardless of what other people are saying, because each one right here in the bottom could be somebody else offering you something or giving you thoughts on whatever it is that is going on with you, and you're like, no, I mean, this is, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I got myself, that's the 7 of Wands type of energy. So there could be a thought or some sort of belief that you're keeping onto yourself. You're also saying that you deserve better and you're gonna get better. You're not settling in the month of July. Okay. 3 of Wands, a lot of fire here, Virgo. A lot of fire element has to do with again, action, passion, doing something physically, like getting up and going to do a workout or whatever, doing your thing, right? With the 3 of Wands, it's one of those cards where you have done a lot of the work, you have put resumes, you've put your effort into a relationship or some sort of situation, and now you're just saying, okay, I did my part. I'm expecting the other person to do theirs. I'm expecting to get a call, or I'm expecting to get some sort of reward. I'm expecting to get paid in the month of July, right? There's some sort of vacation maybe that you're planning, or maybe that you're gonna go into, and you're just waiting for it. The 3 of Wands is a card of waiting, but waiting after you put in the work. So if you haven't put in the work, you shouldn't be expecting, and you shouldn't be waiting for anything, right? If you haven't put in your resumes, if you haven't tried to fix your relationship, whatever it is that is going on, if you haven't done the work, then this card really doesn't mean anything to you, because honestly, I'll be honest with y'all, is the 3 of Wands is it's the energy of somebody who has already put in the work. Okay, so don't get it confused, and I'm not trying to bash or anything like that. I just want you guys to understand that when a tarot reader says, oh yeah, there's your ships are coming in, it's because you have already put in the work, so now you're just waiting either to get paid or I guess the rewards of it. So again, for some of you guys, could be some sort of trip that you're like, excited about, that you're gonna embark in the month of July, and you're just waiting for that little vacation time, and you're saying, "Yep, I'm gonna have a good time. I have everything planned out, and I'm gonna, deserve this little break coming up in or whatever it is when." Again, your ships are coming in, so whatever that means to you. I don't know whose ships come in still, but I guess it's a saying. But I always laugh at that analogy of your ships are coming in. Like, it's 2025, you know? You mean my self-driven Tesla is coming in? I don't know. Anyways, let's see what else we have for. So there is some sort of success. Again, things will pan out for you. So if you've been struggling, if you've been like trying to if you've been trying to acquire something, it's happening for you 100% in the month of July. Seven of Pentacles, here we are. We're contemplating, this is an energy of like, am I doing the right thing? Am I, after waiting for so long, or after like saying, I deserve better, like there's a moment in the month of July where you start second guessing yourself, like saying, how I said with the Seven of Wands that you were like standing up for yourself, and saying that you're not going to settle for anything when it comes to a relationship or some sort of job or whatever it is. And Seven of Pentacles is that one card of like saying, oh shoot, am I really doing the right thing? Should I just look into settling or taking pretty much any offer that I get, not being too picky, right? Seven of Pentacles is that feeling of like, what do I need to do here in regards to a relationship or some sort of situation. Do I want to keep investing in it? Do I want to move on? Do I want to just leave it and work on something new? If you look at the Seven of Wands, the person has done the same harvest for a good while, for a long time, and now they're wondering if that's life. Like, am I gonna be doing the same harvest or the same crops for the rest of my life, or do I want to change something in my life to get a different result or get better result or whatever? It's like when somebody goes kind of to the point where they're like not necessarily unsatisfied, but they want to make a calculated risk of like analyzing everything and saying, hey, I might be ready to just make a big change in my life or accept something when it comes to either finances or career because of the Pentacles. But it could also be a relationship that you're in the doubts about. Okay, yeah, there's gonna be like a sense, like for a period of time in the month of July, it's gonna feel like you have no control of what's going on, and you're gonna feel like a little bit maybe victimized in some sort of situation here. Okay, so step out of that energy. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck is like, step out of this energy. Like, you don't need to be in this energy. I get it. Sometimes we do want validation for our feelings, and you should be validated. But sometimes we're not gonna get it from people that we want, right? A lot of the times, a lot of us want like some sort of closure or some sort of like pat in the back saying for someone else to say, hey, it's okay, like everybody fails or everybody has issues and blah blah blah, you can make it, and you expect some sort of encouragement. But sometimes what we expect from people we don't get, and so you might come across someone that will say, hey, stop being a little and pull up your pants and get to work, roll up your sleeves and stop being a victim and actually get to where you want to be, What else do we have? Ten of Swords. So it continues to get a little bit difficult. Maybe with the Seven of Pentacles, like you analyzed and you chose some sort of different path, okay? Where you ended some sort of connection, some sort of career. Maybe you realize with the Seven of Pentacles, you realize that you're in the wrong department, career, company, and you're choosing to either end it or walk away from it. Okay, it's not a good the 10 is like the finalization of some sort of cycle, and it's really not a good card to have because it says that if you're not careful, you might this might backfire on you if you're making the decision of walking away. It could also say that, somebody's walking away from you, meaning like someone saying, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. Or maybe a company saying, hey, I'm sorry, but we can't seem to like, look over your history, or you require a little bit more, maybe, a little bit more, experience. Oh my God. I want to clarify that 10 of swords. What is that 10 of swords about? Is that like career? Is that life? Does Virgo feel just depressed, low, betrayed, backstabbed? This, yeah. So it's more of a situation where it's just pretty slow, right? It could be that you're losing your patience and I gotta generalize it because this is a general reading, and I'm sorry that I keep switching between love, career, and that. But there's people out here that I don't know complain about everything, so I gotta put it in the way that I see it. Again, if this was to be a personal reading, then it would have been a little bit different, but because this is general, like I'm trying to pick up the energy of multiple people and put it in different perspectives, because not a lot of people are interested in love, not a lot of people are in a relationship, and they got other things going on. Anyways, 10 of swords with the Knight of Pentacles, it just signifies that there's some sort of situation that for you, the longer it takes, the more difficult it becomes for you. Like life becomes a little bit more difficult. If this is a person that you're dealing with, Virgo, in the month of July, it's like the slow moving energy, the slow replies, the slow, connection puts you in this energy of feeling like you're not enough, feeling like this person's hurting you emotionally, mentally. You what happened? Oh my God. Is my mic working? Jeez. This software is free, but also, hold on, y'all. It also has like it also has issues sometimes. Okay. All right. So, and then thank you, Miss Unique. Appreciate that. Lady Empress, hi. Monette, hi. 51 more minutes. 51 for the reading. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do this fast. Okay, so yeah, so there is some sort of situation. Again, if it's moving pretty slow, it feels like it's pulling you down energetically, and it's like because it's swords, it also could pertain to like being like mentally stressed, like feeling like things are not gonna work out for you, feeling like you're losing hope, and it's all happening in your head, not necessarily in your surroundings. So it's something that you're creating here. You also feel like people don't have your back, people don't worry about you, people can't, maybe there's something that you really want, but because it's moving super slow, it's like you start feeling like it's just not attainable for you, but it should be. Man, why is this camera so zoomed in? What's going on with this thing? 10 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. You might feel like your hands are tied when it comes to like a certain situation or offer, or maybe like, again, because it's a pentacle, it could pertain to like your finances and your career, but this could also pertain to like someone that you're like talking to. And again, the slow moving, the snail is moving too slow, and for you it's like hurry up and end things with me, or it's definitely affecting that energy. Okay, what else do we have for, look at that, in the month of July, whatever it's giving you, or whoever is giving you that 10 of Swords, which is again, it's an ending or some sort of betrayal happening. It's putting you on this moon. It's putting you on your feelings. It's making you go within yourself. And yeah, it's low vibrational because the moon is the energy of us dealing with internal struggles, right? This is why in this tarot deck there's like tears coming down. The lady is not all the way they're not happy, but also they're not like too too sad. They're contemplating, they're going within themselves, they're secretly analyzing really where they want to go and where they should head from now on, because whatever it is that is happening here with the Ten of Swords is just not working out. Could be that you're walking away, someone's walking away from you, and you're saying, okay, whatever. I give a lot of energy, I give a lot of trust, hope, love into this situation, and now it feels like I wasn't validated, and it's making you, Virgo, it's making you feel like unsure, and it's not like you're sad and you're crying in public or whatever. It's more internal, where people don't know what you're carrying or what kind of like battle you're fighting right now. It's more internal, so some people might not even notice that you're like worried, that you're sad, that you're like feeling like things are not working out, or that you carry this Ten of Swords right here. What else do we have for Virgo in the month of July? July. Three of Cups, celebration. So yeah, after all this, it's like after like all the difficultiness, and the unsureness of what's going on in the month of July, meaning if you're dealing with a lover or maybe a career or a situation here, there is some sort of like gathering, getting together with friends and celebrating something. This could also mean that there is some sort of reconciliation if you are going through a breakup, or if you're like in a position where your relationship is suffering right now, is not all the way healthy. It does say that you guys will get to the point where you guys are going to walk away from each other or maybe end it. But then with the Three of Cups is like a reconciliation. So I feel like there's still hope for some of you guys. For some of y'all, it's like just, embracing your singlehood and just going out there and saying, you know what, F it. I'm just going to go get out there and celebrate, be happy. I'm not worried about people that don't want to be part of my life here. What else do we have for the month of July for Virgo? So it's kind of like a roller coaster. I feel like you start off the month of July very strong, Virgo, very empowered, but then maybe through the middle of July, you start feeling like the pressure. You start feeling like, oh shoot, there's something that I gotta do, and there's something that you got to take action towards, and it's not pleasant. It's not, it doesn't feel good for you. Abundance, there you go. So we have the Dream. So this is why you're starting, the month pretty strong, because you deserve. Remember, the seven of wands is that card of like, standing up for what you believe and what you think you deserve, right? And maybe there is some sort of dream, some sort of idea that you want to pursue and not give up on, and you're saying, I'm not going to settle for anything, and I'm going to go for what I really want in life. Okay. And then we have abundance, which is, abundance. It could be connected to multiple things like love, finances, health, so don't overlook the blessings, I will say, because you are being blessed every day, even when, life seems a little bit difficult. There's positives that we can focus on, and I know that sometimes it's difficult to focus on positives when you have something slapping you across your face, and you're saying, "Oh shoot! Like, how can I look into the positive when this is really a problem for me?" But hey, we carry whatever we want to carry when it comes to like pain and trauma and disappointment. So if you build your mentality to be very positive, you're going to try to find a solution right away, instead of dwelling in, in the situation where you feel stuck or it's not working out for you. Like the goal is to find a solution and not sit there and dwell on whatever it is that is going on with you, right? Then we have guilt. Again, you know, if you're walking away or if somebody's walking away, there could be some guilt here. Maybe you did something to betrayed or backstab somebody. Maybe someone did that to you and they have guilt for it. But the damage is done, or the damage will be done in the month of July. And, you know, it's gonna take you to forgive this person, and or, you know, maybe give it another chance or another opportunity. It's gonna be up to you, Virgo. Really, it's the cards are telling you something that is gonna happen, but it's ultimately up to you to make the decision on how you handle everything. Mind, again, your mind is going to be all over the place. Remember how I said that, you know, there's a situation where it's even making you feel like, where your mind is all over the place, you know, where it's driving you crazy. You keep overthinking things, and you keep analyzing, and you create this thing in your head where, like, if you feel like there's no escape, or if you feel like there's no success in a certain situation, you kind of build that wall even higher on your own, rather than, you know, trying to take it down by finding some sort of solution or looking elsewhere or not over focusing on it, you know. But yeah, I feel like mental stress might be something where, that you should look into, and you should try to find maybe a hobby or something that you can do it to, release all the stress, you know. It's just way too much. You're overworked, or you're overthinking everything. You know, notice how, like, there's chimneys on the person's head, meaning that it's just being overworked. Like, your mind is like working nonstop, lack of sleep, you know, lack of understanding, and maybe being competent when it comes to, like, relationships and maybe career. So be careful, because our bodies do need the rest, you know. And a lot of these, you know, motivational speakers are like, all you need is 5 hours. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you need more. And sometimes your body is not like an athlete. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't mean that you could just, you know, push yourself and sleep 4 hours, because your body will get tired. And there's a certain conditioning that you got to go through to be able to sleep the 5 hours, 6 hours that you only need, or people are saying that, you know. And to be honest with you, like, I work 11, sometimes, you know, you put it all together, 12 hours a day, and I need a nap in lunchtime. I need a nap when I come home, because my body is just exhausted. If I was to run for 8 hours and then continue to work, and then continue to do, like, house chores, and continue to just do everything, my body will need to rest up for like 10 hours straight, you know, to be able to recover. It's just, you know, keep an eye on your mental health, and keep an eye on your physical health as well, because when your mind is all over the place, usually your body takes the toll. The next, you know, is the next step for, and it's gonna start breaking down. You know, you're gonna start gaining weight. You're gonna start having all these medical, you know, issues and difficulties. I feel like all that is connected. Stress is a real thing, you know. So, don't get overworked. I feel like overall you do have the, you know, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So overall, when it comes to this month, it's like you're gonna push through, and you're gonna acquire whatever it is that you're trying to, gain back or move on from, right? You have the strength and you have the power within yourself. With that Emperor, is like your mindset is pretty strong. So I feel like you will be able to accomplish a lot in the month of July. It's gonna be like a roller coaster of emotions for you. I also want to say, like, I'm getting intuitively, like, I want to say that if there's something going on with you, like, try to be honest, you know? If you want people to be honest with you, you need to be honest with them and with yourself. Whatever it is. I don't know why I want to say that. For some of you Virgos, I feel like if you're lying, you will get caught, or it will backfire on your face. That's why we have the Ten of Swords. But I don't know why someone's not being real. And this could be like the other person you're dealing with, or maybe some sort of employer, or somebody's just like giving you the runaround when it comes to it, and someone's just not being honest. But you're gonna find out the truth, or they will find out the truth about you. Okay, I'm not trying to hate or be mean or anything like that. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. If you're not being dishonest or anything like that, then it does not pertain to you. Good job for being a good person, you know. And then let's move on to love for the singles here. What do we have for the single Virgos when it comes to love? Boom, 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 boom. It feels like in the month of July, Virgo, there is a person here that you feel very connected to. There's some sort of like soul connection with the Six of Cups. The energy of this person feels very, how would you say? Very, it feels good. It feels like you guys connect deep, even if you guys have just barely met. Like the connection is very deep. Like it feels like you guys recognize each other, although you guys are like maybe strangers. This could also be a good friend or somebody that you've known for a while that maybe there's some sort of romantic interest in. So the Six of Cups could be that. It could be that you already know this person, you know, and then the connection is like, you know, evolving into love, kind of like the Two of Cups, but you know, it's someone that you feel very in tune and connected with, you know, and it's someone that you're comfortable with, you know. The Eight of Swords, there's blockages here when it comes to like communication, because the swords, and it's the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is, you know, it pertains to like having blockages when it comes to like your mentality, when it comes to this person or love overall, Virgo. It's like you don't really see it. Like it's right on your face. Like there's somebody here, but there's still doubts in your head, right? You're creating this self-imposed prison in your head. And that's because you don't know what's going on with this person, or you don't really know what's up with this connection. Like you feel like you do have some sort of like energetic connection with this person, but it could be because the person here, the lady, has you know, blindfold and their hands tied here, and they're surrounded by swords. It could also be that whoever you're dealing with, they're very private. They won't let you get close to them, or you don't really know who they really are, you know. It's like you want to know more, but again, you're blocked by some sort of there's a blockage here. It's like you want more information, and you also want to see this person physically in person, you know, but it's like you can't for whatever reason, or they can't. What else do we have for single Virgos in the month of July? Again, Eight of Swords is also somebody that it's like when you meet somebody and the universe is saying, it's like the universe is saying, hey, there's that one person you've been thinking about or you've been asking for, you know, not really how you wanted it or picture the person, because it's never like that, you know. But hey, here's a really good person for you. Try to open up, and maybe you Virgo, you're like, I don't know if I can do that, you know. I don't know if I want to, you know, open up right away. If it's not you, it could be the other person. So that's the blockage, is the fact that somebody's a little bit closed out and doesn't know how to move forward in this connection. But there is feelings here. There is like instant, emotions being like, meaning maybe you guys are like liking each other's pictures, messages going back and forth, com, complimenting, compliment, complimenting, comping something each other's pictures, or going through the day and just chatting. Okay, it's a very friendly energy. It's very caring, very again, very warm, and also very free spirited, meaning that your inner child comes out, their inner child comes out. You guys can joke around, but you guys also do care about each other, right? See, eight of um eight of wands, there is communication, there is a conversation happening here. There is also planification, meaning that there's like wanting to come together, wanting to travel to see you, wanting to drive 45 minutes, an hour just to see this person, right? There is plans and there is a want of to see each other here. I feel like I need to clarify what is this blockage here, the Eight of Swords. I don't know if maybe someone here feels like they're not worthy of love, or they're not ready for love, or maybe someone's walking away from a situation and it's like it's too soon, too soon, too early. I'm not sure, but I do have this connection with them, but I'm not sure if I can like fully allow them to come into my heart, into my energy, into my circle. Um, six of cups and the Eight of Swords, to me, it's an energy of also like friend zoning someone because we don't know what we want, or we don't understand really how we feel. There is that friendship vibe, but somebody here with the Eight of Swords doesn't know what they want, and so it's the Eight of Swords is the cell, the prison you create in your head. But think about it as friend zoning somebody, saying, hey, I don't know, hey friend, I don't know. So it could be that someone's friend zoning you, or you're friend zoning some new person. Strength card again, it's someone's holding back. At the beginning of the spread or the reading, I said that there was somebody who's kind of driving you crazy. If it pertains to like a relationship or a connection, is like the fact that it's moving too slow. It's like it's not. It's making you anxious. And now we have someone that you're either interested or they're interested in you, but because it's not moving forward, there's a lot of blockages here. The strength card comes out, and that's a sign of like, is this right? It doesn't even feel right anymore. I'm gonna hold back. Well, if this person doesn't text me, I won't text back. If this, it's like we start creating friction because again, somebody's unsure of what they want. Or it could also be that with the Eight of Swords, someone cannot seem to allow this to happen. Maybe they're already tied. Maybe they're already talking to someone else. Maybe their plan is to like date more or be open to new love, and so like it creates this feeling of like, I'm interested, but I'm also very reserved, or I'm also looking around, and I'm not ready to settle down just yet. Okay. But they are entertaining you minimally. Freak, I can't even stop. Ugh, I can't even talk, y'all. Jeez. Whoever you're dealing with, it feels like the connection is very strong. I feel like with the King of Cups, if that's you, Virgo, obviously you're an earth sign, you're not a water sign. But if that's your energy, because we all embody all the elements. If that's you, you're saying, hey, I really, really would like to get to know you. I really like you. There's some sort of connection that I do have with you. Damn, and my ear is going like da 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 da. There is some sort of connection here that I have with you, and I really would like to explore it and see what's there. If we just give it a chance, maybe we can strike gold, and maybe we can match really good. So somebody's like being upfront, and somebody's like literally saying what they feel in their heart. they're not holding back anymore. They want to get together. They want to see you. They want to, get a drink or go out for a dance somewhere, right? It's like going on a date here. Yeah, that could be you. If not, maybe you're dealing with a water sign, maybe a Leo here. Strong Leo because of the strength card, but it could also be like a strong Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. These are the strongest energies that I feel, you know, especially because in tarot, the kings are actually people or persons. So I feel like you are dealing with somebody in the month of July, and it feels like there's friction there, but the intentions are like to come forward and say, like, straight up, like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna play games. We're already starting to maybe play games. And I don't play games. I don't know who's saying that, whether you, Virgo, or the other person saying, I don't play games. I don't want to play games. This is it. I'm being upfront and I'm being honest and I'm speaking from the heart. I will really like an opportunity, because that's how the King of Cups is somebody who's very in tune and somebody who's very communicative of what their feelings. This person, if they love you, they'll buy you flowers. They'll, take you out on dates. They will actually show their love in action, like in ways of speaking it, buying you gifts, showing you that they really want you. So that could be you or them, saying that, hey, I really want this opportunity. I will really, I think we have something here. What is the outcome? It feels like there's distance between y'all two. Like there's a lot of distance. Six of Swords. There's a lot of distance between y'all two. So the eight of wands and the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's just there's distance, and there's maybe traveling that needs to be done or something like that. It doesn't have to be like across the world or across the states or anything like that. It's just there's traveling involved. Okay. There is a lot of communication. There is a lot of text messages, maybe even pictures with the Eight of Wands being sent there. Like, maybe not necessarily spicy pictures, but like cool, exciting pictures, that you get excited for, or they're excited for as well with that Eight of Wands. And they're sending you all that information because they're, either you or them, you guys are excited about each other here. This person could also be like older than you, maybe significantly older, a little closed out. The Emperor is like someone who is a little bit wiser, and they don't have to be older, but in general, or like in the Book of Tarot, says that, yeah, this person is a little bit older than, the Seeker or whoever's. In other words, maybe you, Virgo. The Emperor also doesn't show emotions that much, so maybe you are the one saying, hey, I really like you, and hey, why can't we just give it a go, or why can't we just connect deeper and see where it goes? What do you think about that? Okay, what is the outcome between these two? There it is again, Three of Cups. So the outcome between y'all two is like continuing to talk. Man, this camera is way out of focus. And that's probably because I don't. Maybe that's better. There's not enough light. Continuing to talk and have conversations, and plan things, right? So the Page of Cups is like conversations that, based on when a relationship starts, right? Like you're starting to talk to someone new, so you start asking like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? And then you start getting the to know the person a little bit more, and so you start building a more solid conversation, This person could also have children. The Page of Cups. They could also be a really good mom or a really good dad, you know. But I feel like the outcome for y'all too, it's like continuing to talk to each other, continuing to like get to know each other here with the intent of being in love or being available romantically, and at one point like coming together and seeing each other, whatever that means, or going on a date. Okay, there is three here, so be careful of, like I said, like with the Eight of Swords, I said I picked up that this person might have other you know other people interested, or maybe they want to date others. So be careful of getting into some sort of third party situation. Like, analyze the person, and if the person is feeling, or if it feels like the person is like giving you a little bit of friction, or like they're not sure what they want, like maybe it's for a good reason, and maybe it's because they're not ready. So don't force it, don't push it, because the Three of Cups could also signify that there's someone else here. It doesn't mean that they're cheating on you, because obviously you guys are not together. You guys are not, this is not a relationship, this is a new person, right? So it's not like they're cheating on you. But it could be that they're also partying, they're also going out, dating, and celebrating, drinking, dancing with random people just to see if they find someone else, okay? So don't take it as they're cheating on me, because honestly, I don't think you guys are all the way committed. Like, this is a new person, this is new love. So you do have this scenario happening for you in the month of July, someone that is just not sure, but someone that maybe you really are interested on, or vice versa, someone who's very interested on you, but you just don't know where you stand when it comes to love, or if you want to be in a relationship. All right, Virgo, it's going to be different for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys say, no, that's not me, it's completely the opposite. It's fine. I just don't want you to think that the reading is fixed. If you really do want some sort of reading, like a personal reading, I do free tarot readings. So subscribe, and you'll hit the notification bell. You get notified whenever I do free tarot readings, and it'll resonate a little bit better. Sometimes I do channel a little bit more in specific when it comes to like one-on-one readings. So keep that in mind. You don't have to subscribe. You really, I love my community, and I try to keep it as peaceful and as empowering, and I don't know. I like my community because we motivate each other to do better and to continue to move forward. So any clowns or anybody that is making fun of others or whatever, they're going to get blocked. So just so you know, this is a safe place, So Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, again, mental stress, not being able to sleep, not having enough sleep. Either you're thinking a lot about this person and the situation is driving you nuts, or vice versa, it's going to be the other person where it's like, I don't know what to do, like I can't stop thinking about this particular water sign or fire sign, and like it's going to be affecting your sleep. Nine of Swords is like overthinking of the situation, where there's a lack of sleep, there's a lack of understanding, maybe a little bit of anxiousness as well, because it's not moving forward the way you want it to. But yeah, outcome is you guys will continue to talk through the month of July. It's just that it's very minimal chit chat here. Okay. It could also involve, remember, it's the Page of Cups is like the beginning stages of the reading, of the connection. So as you get to know the person more, maybe there is going to be more of a topic to talk about, right? Past life relationship, I told you. Here it is, Six of Cups. So it feels very familiar. It feels like Six of Cups is that past life love, past life, like you dealt with someone a long time ago. This is also like somebody from your childhood, but obviously a lot of people, that won't resonate for a lot of people. It's like, oh, a lot of my friends are married or whatever. But it could be like a friend from childhood. If not, it's going to be someone that you just feel very, very, I guess, familiar with, which could be like a past life relationship where the souls recognize each other, right? The energetic being of us recognizes each other, but obviously we're were strangers in the physical form. Oof, that's way too many, but I'll take this one that jumped out. Oh, you get two. So you have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to youthful. Let me read that again. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then you have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So yeah, take control of it. Be upfront. Be that. Remember what I said about that King of Cups is like, just say it. Just say, hey. And if you get rejected, it might suck a little bit, but at least you know not to waste your time, and at least not to like pull your hairs one by one. You know what I mean. There's that song from Pharrell. It kind of starts as of, he says, the truth might hurt, but it'll set you free, or something like that. Forgot the name. Anyways, let's see the person on your mind here, Virgo. Who you're thinking of right now, whether they're new, ex, past, I don't know, whoever you heavily think of. Let's see how they're feeling about you. How's this person feeling about Virgo right now? How's this person feeling about Virgo? Ooh, they're thinking of you because I saw was it the Hermit or the Magician? Either way, they're thinking of you. Oh, come on, please, just jump out. Six of Pentacles. I feel like they're thinking of wanting to make things right with you, okay? This person is, I'm going to tell you the truth. To me, a lot of tarot readers say that the Six of Pentacles is like they want to make things right. They want to give the time. They want to put in effort. But to me, is somebody who is in between. Someone who is like saying, I really want to talk. I really want to talk to Virgo. But at the same time, they still have, they have this open mindset of wanting to meet someone new. You know, it's like when they wouldn't mind talking to you, but they're already moving towards like, what if I was to find someone new, or what if I was to open a dating app and see what type of person I can match with, you know? So they're looking at their possibilities, hence why, you know, this person it's giving to others, you know? When it comes to a relationship, it's like, yeah, they might not be sleeping around, they might not be dating seriously, but they're also thinking of like, I can give a little bit of time to a particular person or a new person, you know, at the same time. So they do think about you, but at the same time, they're like, well, I'll see what's out there. But they're mainly interested in you because that's why they're not giving to the other strangers that much, right? So it's like somebody who's like still about you, but they're moving towards like, maybe I need to be open to other suitors or other possibilities, okay? How does this person feel about Virgo? Might be dealing with the Pisces here. They're following their intuition, but they're also telling me that when it comes to you, like, you're very secretive. Like, you don't open up. You're very closed out. You're very quiet. They feel like they need a psychic just to know really what's going through your head, or really what's going to happen in this connection. Because, again, to me, the High Priestess is somebody who's just very quiet in their own little world. But it also says that intuitively, there's something there that they're not releasing you yet, because maybe their intuition is saying, not so fast, you know, we're still got something to work out here, something to experience with the Virgo. Ten of Cups, see, they do see you as somebody in the sun. Okay, you could be dealing with maybe a Leo or maybe a water sign, Pisces. But it could be that either a Pisces with Leo in their chart or Leo with Pisces in their chart. I don't know, but there's a lot of cups. There's a lot of water here, and let's just not say this. Let's just say the sun is just clarity in the situation. Okay, let's just not get it confused. Anyways, so they're saying that they see the possibilities. They see that things could actually work out between y'all two. It's just that there's more clarity needed. They could also be saying that maybe there is difficulties, being on the same page, but the the potential is there. I just feel like there's friction. There's someone here not speaking out. Either you are not speaking out or they're not speaking out, but the potential is there. But it's like, it's just the high priestess prevents me from like saying that they're gonna make a move on you or open up. And I know the sun overpowers any negative card, and I don't think the high priestess is negative. It's just as somebody who's just being a little bit reserved here. So for some of you guys, this person is saying, I'm still interested in the Virgo, but I'm not doing anything about it. For some of you guys, they're saying that you're the one saying that you're still interested, but you're not doing anything about it. You're like very disconnected or very on your own little world. And they have no other choice but to think that you're dealing with someone else, or maybe that they need to go out there and find someone new. But they have really good cards. They're getting tarot readings about you, Virgo. They're checking tarot cards or readings about you, vice versa. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe they know that you like tarot, or maybe both of you guys like tarot or something like that. Oof. Okay. I was gonna ask, how does Virgo feel about this person? And the two cards that popped out, I'm gonna put them back. If they do come out, it's because they're meant to be here. But just so you know, is the Ace of Wands and the Empress, and this signifies that there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of excitement, and on your side is like the way you feel about this person is like you're very passionate. Like you with the Ace of Wands is definitely sexual desires. You feel like they're very sexy, attractive, and that it can go a long way. If it's not sexually like that, it could be that just you like the idea of this person. Could be a fire sign, or maybe one of the 4 fixed signs here with the Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. And it says that you're looking forward to this. You have high hopes when it comes to like growth and expansion with this person. You're also seeing this person as somebody who can give you kids, give you children, or maybe you can have a long-lasting relationship with. Okay. All right, let's see, how does Virgo feel? Let me shuffle ones. How does Virgo feel about this person? That wasn't a good shuffle. There we go. How does Virgo feel about this person? Queen of Wands. So it could be a fire sign. Not necessarily. You feel like they're very attractive. You also feel like they gather a lot of attention. They're very, they don't need to try hard. That's what you're telling me. Virgo saying, oh, the person that is on my mind doesn't even have to try. They're already there. It's like, give me a chance, Virgo saying, like, just give me a chance, There's some sort of magnetic attraction that you have for this person, Virgo. You're also, again with the passionate, the sexiness, and, wanting to get physical with this person. It's coming up pretty strong. There's the World card again. Could be that this person is going through, or you're saying that you want some sort of new beginning or another chapter with this person, or you want just a chapter, with this person, an opportunity, a chance, a serious committed chance for you to, be with this person, or you're offering maybe a long-term connection that will go a long way, kind of like the world is a little bit kind of like the Empress. Like there's a lot of, I mean, the world is actually like a cycle, but like if you are looking into somebody that you want to be with, it's one of those cycles where you're like, I want to do everything with this person. I want to be with this person. It kind of like gives the vibe of the Empress of like having growth and expansion together. Ace of Swords, there's a lot of communication on your side. Like you're willing to talk to this person. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I don't like that Three of Swords. It could also be that somebody's dealing with someone else. Maybe you don't trust this person. Maybe there's been betrayal here. Maybe you're thinking of the worst when it comes to this person. And that's why the Ace of Swords is here, is because you're demanding truth. You're demanding information from them. And the Three of Swords doesn't have to be that they're being that they're being unfaithful. It means that when it comes to you, because we did pull your energy, Virgo. When it comes to you, you feel some sort of pain. You have some sort of fear that this person is doing you wrong. Or is going to do you wrong. It's going to break your heart at one point. And so that's something that you fear or you carry with you. You could also be saying, this person is really too good to be true. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, whatever. That's really, nobody's too good to be true. But it could be that they are very good looking and they do gather up a crowd, or they're very social. And it makes you a little bit unsure of if you can trust this person, like in your heart, you're like, I don't know if this person's gonna be able to commit only to me. That's what you're saying, Virgo. And it's not like they are actually talking, or it's just some people just are very social, and other people like can't seem to like understand that. And I'm not gonna say that that's only insecure people, because it's not necessarily. If your partner is constantly talking to somebody, especially to the opposite sex, obviously, if you're a human being, there's gonna be jealousy. There's gonna be questions, surfacing. I don't like it when in my case, when women are like, well, are you insecure? Do you not trust me? It's like, no, I do. But if you're gonna constantly start a conversation and start giving your social media and start saying things and maybe even your number out to like other dudes, then that's the problem. And then I'm not the problem here. If anything, I want to know so I can get out of there, so you can do your thing on your own by yourself. At least that's what I believe, or what I will say, because I ain't got no times for games. Like I'm old. I'm old. Well, not that old, but like I'm to the point where I don't want no games with anybody. I don't care who you are, how you look, how many BBLs you've had done, or whatever it is that you have going on. I don't care. If I'm not gonna be happy with you, please find someone else to ruin your life or their life with. Anyways. Let's see what we have here. What will be the outcome of this connection here in the month of July? Nine of Cups. You definitely there's the Strength card, so there's the Sun card. And there's the Magician. I feel like you're gonna try. Either you or they're gonna try, but the truth is eventually gonna come out. And I feel like with the Nine of Cups, it's not really what you expect. there's still a little bit of friction in the month of July. Somebody holding back, someone not being able to commit to you right away or as quickly as you wanted to, or vice versa. Maybe this person wants you to commit and you're like, no, hold up. Hold up. And the only reason I say that is because we have the 10 of Cups here, and we go down to the outcome. We go down to the 9 of Cups, which to me signifies that somebody is not necessarily ready to be in a fully committed relationship, right? Maybe they're more self-efficient on their own, or they're used to being on their own, being kind of, you know, happy and content by themselves. That is just, for them, it's a little difficult to go into the 10 of Cups. Strength card, again, holding back, making things slow, not fully, like, not going 0 to 100 right away, you know. And the Sun card is like, there's information, there's clarity happening here, whether it's good or bad, and whether this person is going to tell you, hey, you know what, like, I really don't know if I can commit, or I don't know if I'm ready to be in a relationship. Like, that's going to come out, and I feel like it's going to be positive, and it's going to be beneficial for the both of you guys, because understanding each other is going to be it's going to be good for you guys, right? It's going to be the best for y'all, you know? You could definitely be dealing with the Leo, or maybe a Virgo, Aries, fire sign, Taurus, so many energies, Pisces. Aquarius or Scorpio. That's all I have. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So follow your intuition, or I don't know, maybe cross watcher, follow your intuition and act upon love, y'all. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, whatever that means to you. But yeah, I feel like in the month of July, with this person that you're still thinking of, there's still a lot of friction, but also it's not over. If you're having issues and difficulties, if this is a new person you're dealing with in the month of July that you constantly keep thinking of, someone here is not ready to commit, whether you or them, but there's like baby steps happening here. It's like you're gonna have to fight harder, or maybe you might just walk away because the outcome is 9 of Cups. There's somebody who's not willing to commit just yet, but they're also being very, very clear of where they stand, you know. Not necessarily that, I don't think they're rejecting you. It's just that they're making it clear how they feel, whether that's you or them. Okay. I don't know if that was clear. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, y'all. All right, so we're gonna move on to it's 11:11. Literally 11:11 as I look at the clock. So make your wish if you are here. By the way, I live in Denver, Colorado, so it's 11:11 Mountain Time. Okay, so we're gonna move on to, I think I said Gemini. We're done with Virgo. Where's Gemini at? I'm just picking random zodiac signs. I figured I'll do 2 at a time. Tomorrow I'll do, I don't know, randomly another 2 zodiac signs. That way it doesn't get to the point where I'm like super tired, because I do work a lot. And that's all I can do. So take it or leave it. There's a lot more channels out there that you can go and get your tarot fix, I guess. One more for Gemini. Oof, the Lovers. Okay. Decision coming up ahead for you, Gemini. You're also experiencing some sort of strong connection here. Okay. I don't want to label it with twin flame or soulmate or anything like that. It's just a strong connection, some sort of high vibrational, energetically aligned already connection. The devil, okay, obsession. Okay, be careful. I'm gonna get your oracle, sacred, or actually sacred creator oracle energy pulled out before I go into the tarot, but I just cannot, for some reason, like, I don't know why I keep looking at the tarot cards. All right, here we go. For Gemini, what do we have? Oof, that was the first one, and it literally popped out kind of funny. The now kind of looks like a third eye, but it looks a little bit, weird. You guys recognize this. Anyways, the now, number 47. Let's see, 47. The now. Okay, so how did I do this? Oh yeah, so number 47. So 4 plus 7, I think it's 11. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is a power number, so you can't reduce it. So if, I don't know, maybe 11, 11 or 11 is a number that you need to look up in the month of July. It's 11. It's a good number because you can't add it. I think it's a power number, so you can add it to 2. But if you think of the 11, it's literally the kind of like the Gemini symbol, right? But also like the Lover's card or the Two of Cups. It's two people. I don't know, 11. What am I saying, y'all? Google number 11. Leave me alone. The now, essential meaning, being in the right place at the right time. Ooh, I like that. Get yourself a lottery ticket. Divine timing, a sense of time speeding up as you move towards your dream. Okay, so things are moving fast for you and in a good way. A reminder that time is on your side. Whoa, are you stopping time to get your stuff situated here, Gemini? Let's see here. The now, it's it's like your vision, right? So it's like an eye. Let's just say it's an eye here. Please focus. Oh, come on. Anyways, but it also looks like an alarm clock, like one of them old school alarm clocks. It's like wake up to reality because you are creating a lot in the present moment. Jammy. If you turn it, it does look like an eye. But if you put it like that, it looks like something else. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. What do we have here for Gemini? What do we have here for Gemini? The month of July. What's going on with Gemini? Look at that, the Sun card. One of the best cards to have. It's at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I want to keep looking at the deck just to see maybe you do listen to a lot of tarot or something like that, or maybe you're excited. I don't know. But I keep looking at the deck. Let's just shuffle again. What's going on here for the month of July? Okay, so we're starting off the month with goals, and I feel like career or business that is moving along. I'm not gonna say that it's moving slow, but it's in the process, right? And I think Gemini, right? And you know that to manifest or to create something, sometimes it takes time, right? It's not like you could just be like, I'm gonna open my own business and then the business is gonna be like flooded with customers, right? There's a lot of work that has to be put on to that. And the only reason I say business is because of the pentacle. So I'm trying to stay a little bit more traditional when it comes to it, rather than just start guessing that, oh, this is a romantic or whatever. So I feel like there is plans that you're kind of going towards, and there is some sort of like forward movement, but it's not as fast as you want it to be. But it's gonna be a for sure thing. Five of Cups, we have this. Five of Cups is this low vibrational feeling. Like, even though if you're doing good financially, like maybe you're emotionally, you're like a little bit low. Like, you require a little bit more. You're in your feelings. You do feel like a victim. Maybe somebody did you wrong, or you're there's still some residue, sadness, or you keep thinking of somebody who did you wrong. You feel a little low. You feel a little cold. You feel left out. You feel like people have forgotten about you. It's like you want more interaction. You want to be a little bit more social, because I don't know if you feel like people are forgetting about you, but it's more like you're just taking the time, and you're being alone and on your own, and by being in solitude, like, we tend to move on to the, oh shoot, like, I got nothing going on, life is not exciting, life is not fun, what's happening? So we start going down this little stairway of negativity. But I would say, like, this is kind of starting the month, so I wouldn't pay much attention to it. There is some sort of lesson with the Five of Cups, and it's like, analyze really what's making you feel like that, and overlook it, or make sense, or come and make truth with it, whether it's a person or a situation, and allow yourself to snap out of this by starting something new, right? Meaning that if you come home and you lay down in your bed and you're like this Five of Cups, there's something else you gotta kick in, instead of going into your bed and just watching TV and then feeling like things are not working out for you, or that you're alone or whatever. Go for a walk. That's the easiest thing you can do, is go for a walk, put on your headphones. Do not put low vibrational movies. Do not put low vibrational songs when you're in the state, when you feel low. Do not put songs about heartbreak, songs about drinking, songs about drugs, songs about cheating, or all that. No. Put something else. Even if you have to listen to music that doesn't have lyrics, maybe that's something that you should do to be able to step out of that Five of Cups. It's what you tell your body, and it's that battle between the soul, mind, and body. And although you feel in control of your body's gonna want to tell you something else. Like, say, I want to stay in bed. For the past week, we've been in bed, and I just want to go to bed. And you're gonna have to tell your body, like, no, I'm in charge, and we're gonna do something different. We're gonna get that muscle memory or that memory out. We're gonna kick it out, and we're gonna embrace something new, and that's how you're gonna be able to get out of that Five of Cups. Okay. Death card. So there is changes happening within you. So maybe when it comes to like romantic, maybe because the cups are romantic, or they're connected to the heart and your emotions and stuff like that, you're going through some sort of change, some sort of ending. You're like still, again, the energy still lingers, and maybe there's still some sort of like reconnection, or maybe you remember the past person, and so it kind of triggers you to be in this low vibrational type of energy at the beginning of July. I feel like you're stepping out of it already, because it is the Death card at the bottom of the deck, and saying that you're just leaving the old, leaving the past, and or leaving this person in the past, or leaving all this Five of Cups, all this low vibrational BS in the past, and you're saying, you know what, I can no longer be in this type of energy. I gotta embrace life, and look out for myself, I like the death card because it says that you're evolving. Whatever it is that happened to you prior to July, like it's teaching you a big lesson. It's making you it's making you change. It's making you a different person. It's changing you for the better. Okay. And that's the thing about healing, and that's the thing about depression. That's the thing about, pain and trauma, is like we need to be mentally, spiritually, and physically stronger to overcome that. No freaking way that you're just gonna sit there and have somebody motivate you with words saying, "Oh, you're strong." You have to put in the work. You have to get your body to do something different if you really want a change, right? I feel like you're almost out, Jemmy. Whatever it is that is bothering you, whatever it is that is, there's a new day coming up. The destruction already happened, and now is your time to rise up and shine. So, good news. Sad, but good news. I mean, you might be sad at the beginning of July, but it's okay. You're overcoming all that. You're in your feelings, man. I saw the moon. Sun card. Bam. Sun card is the card that overpowers all this negativity, all this, feeling victimized, feeling like you're not enough. There's some sort of, some situation, individual that just, is able to bring you up. If it's not a person, it's just you saying, it's enough. I am the sun, or I am my own light, and I am the most important person in this lifetime, is what I always say. Like in my perspective, I'm the most important. In this lifetime, I'm important. I need to take care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, how am I going to take care of my son? I'm not going to sacrifice my health. I'm not going to sacrifice my well-being, my my emotional state, and be numb and just take care of my son like that, because my life is going to be short. I'm going to be unhappy. So my priority is to take care of my son, but at the same time is to take care of myself, so I can take a better care of my child. Maybe you don't have kids, but it could be that it's more like to take care of your parents, to take care of yourself overall. So if you don't take care of yourself, what are you doing? I'm not saying be selfish and, push everybody away. No, we're meant to interact with each other. We're meant to be, part of each other as human beings, right? So don't push people away, but also understand that this is you, and this is one chance, this is one life, and this is one body that you only get. And be careful what you feed your body. Be careful what you give your body. Addictions, if you're trying to hurt yourself or anything like that, it's not the way to go. There's always a way to transmute whatever heaviness, whatever depression, whatever pain you have inside. There's always a way to transmute that energy. Remember that energy, whether it's good, positive, or negative, is transmutable. It's something, it's fuel for you to do something. So maybe get some I don't know, do something dramatic, maybe a painting that kind of expresses your feelings. Write it out, run it out, lift it out, go to the gym, and use that energy. But the more you embottle that energy, and the more you hide it, and the more you keep it, the more difficult it's going to be for you to actually surpass. And what happens when we embottle so many emotions and so much negativity like this? We start getting suicidal. We start feeling like we're not worth it. We're not worthy. We start going this spiral, and we turn into addictions because we just want to be numb. And that's not the case. Don't let it be all the way. And if you're at that point, Jemmy, there's always a comeback. There's always a way of coming back. And your life, even if you say, like, I don't have anything right now, like I got nothing going on, nobody really cares, I don't have a partner, your life story could be so empowering and so inspirational to someone else if you bounce back, if you get your life back in order. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult because the devil, the dark energies, it's gonna want to pull you down and say, no, 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 you ain't going nowhere. You ain't go. But you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight and show everybody, and not necessarily just everybody, but show yourself what you're fully capable of. Okay. So the sun here is illuminating you in an amazing way and giving you life again. If you're going through something difficult, again, there is a humongous change of vibration going from a low dark energy to like super positive. Granted, you cannot stay on that very, very positive, so it's going to be up and down, but hey, it's that fuel that you needed. It's that realization that you can beat this Five of Cups. You don't need to be in that, you know, in that victimized type of energy. Okay. Six of Cups, yo, you empower yourself, you take care of yourself, you make yourself priority, but in a way of like, you know, again, not being selfish or selfish or like egotistical, but you put yourself first, you know. Instead of, if you have a group of people saying, hey, let's go get some drinks, and you know that you're not good with alcohol, then maybe this time say, oh, you know what, I think I got something going on, and go for that walk. Go to the gym, do something different, say no to what's hurting you for once, you know, and see the changes. But Six of Cups also, there's love here happening for you. There's a really good friend. There's a soulmate here. You know, there's someone in your energy that really cares about you and loves you, vice versa. Maybe you do have that, you know, that type of energy. But Six of Cups is like, it's very promising. It's very positive. If you felt like you weren't loved, someone's going to show you that you do deserve love and they are into you or something like that, you know? Nine of Pentacles, you're looking great. There is some sort of like change in your energy. There's some sort of change in your charisma, in your body language, and you can see it everywhere in your energy. Like your aura is even stronger and better. Maybe you're doing some sort of, maybe there's some sort of Reiki or maybe something that is helping you boost up your energy, but you're like very vivacious and very desired and admired and wanted, and man, like you have attention of people, you know, and it's your energy, it's your smile, is the way you look, is the way you're dressed, and this is the way you're presenting yourself, because you're leaving that Five of Cups, you're leaving all that bad stuff in the past and you're focusing on yourself. It's like you're seeing the light, or maybe you're showing people the light. You're saying, I ain't gonna let that bring me down, you know. It's me, it's the Gemini, you know, it's Gemini. I'm not gonna let anybody pull me down like that. We have the Queen of Pentacles again, planning out. So month of you know, the month of July is about planning things out, whether a business or I don't know, whatever it is that you got going on. So the Queen of Pentacles is like contemplating to invest in a certain situation. Could be in career, business, could also be a relationship, could also be in maybe even in yourself, doing something for yourself. But it's contemplating whether if there's going to be a good return, you know, meaning like if you really like somebody, what's the benefit of you putting effort there, you know, like what's the benefit of you going from single and independent and good to like a relationship where, you know, maybe you haven't been or whatever, you know. It's like just assessing and thinking about, like, so what if I was to do this? Or what if I was to open up a business? What if I was to expand here? What if I was to, like, ask this person out? What if I was to go on a vacation, What if I was to, like, get rid of things that I don't need, like subscriptions, when it comes to, like, because there's a pentacle, so like subscriptions, unnecessary stuff that you don't use, that is just sitting there. And what if you were to get rid of that? Like, how would your life be? How much more money could you have and take, save and all that? So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who, like, thinks it very, very thoroughly, with a plan and with a mindset of wherever I put my money, or wherever I put my energy, I gotta get something in return, or else it's not worth it. It's like you ain't gambling anymore. And then we have the World card at the bottom of the deck. I know you can't see it because my big old face is on this side of the screen. But the World card also signifies that you're going into a new cycle. So again, Death card and the World card signifies big changes for you. With the Sun card, big positive changes. Let me just say that, even if you feel like it was difficult, it's traumatizing, or I don't know. Even if you feel like it's impossible, it had to happen for a reason, and you're about to find out why. There's something here that's, the cards are saying, hey, listen, it was all that pain, all that trauma, you pushing forward, you moving forward, you empowering yourself, wasn't in vain, because you're about to understand why all that had to happen, why you had to walk away from individuals, situations, relationships, in the past, because there is something super new coming up ahead for you. So, very cool. Here we go. We have sorrow. Again, it's kind of like the Five of Cups energy, Jemmy. So you do have a little bit of low vibrational energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. We already talked about how to knock that out and how to use that energy to not embottle it. It's very important that you use that energy. It's not about pretending it's not there anymore. It's about using that energy. Sorrow. Okay, so again, you're feeling a little low, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see what else they want to say. So you get two cards of, like, low vibration, but it's cool. Guidance. Look at that. So maybe, how I said, maybe there is something that you're doing, like Reiki or some sort of spiritual healing. I think I mentioned that. And guidance is like, you are protected, and if you ask, there's one of the things I always say, like, if you're a non-believer, like if you don't believe in God, why don't you just ask God for a sign, like, make me believe, give me show me some sort of miracle, show me something where I'm gonna understand that. And it's not like you're challenging God, right? It's more like, I need help to believe, because as much as I want to believe, there's something inside of me that says it's not. So it's like, it's not like you're challenging. It's more like, help me open up to you, God, and show me, and if you ask, you shall receive 100%. And I believe in God 100%. And, again, if you feel a little lost, you were born connected to God, okay? Reestablish that bridge, reestablish that connection, and you're gonna see. And I'll tell you one thing, and I was talking to one of my coworkers about this earlier today, because we are in a Bible study group, and we pray every morning, and we're just talking about it, and it feels so much better when you talk about things even God. I'm spiritual. Everybody knows that I'm spiritual. Everybody knows that I read tarot. And some people are like, oh shoot, that's not good. But I read it in a whole different way, But when you have a gathering, when multiple people, multiple souls, multiple energies come together to talk about and praise, the Lord, it's like you feel the presence. So if for whatever reason, if you're alone and for whatever reason you feel like it's not working, blah blah blah, be open-minded and try to seek maybe a group, or try to talk to somebody that you have, that you're like you can trust, right? If you're shy about it or whatever, I don't know. And you will see the difference. It's a sudden uplift of like energy. It's a beautiful thing. I remember when I was younger, I just did not believe in God. I did not believe in none of that, and I was so fixated that there was nothing, And oh my God, oh my God, I tell everybody, hey, you're going through something difficult. I can only give you some advice. I can only give you some motivation, but it's going to be up to you to pull hard. And you know what? The only person that is going to stick by you, or, the only thing that's going to stick by you and push you to do better is that connection with God. That's where you're going to get all that energy. That's where you're going to get all that chi, or whatever they call it, all that, all that light to make you propel forward. You don't have to be highly religious or part of a group, but experiencing and connecting to God with other people is very, very it's very good. So I feel like in the month of July, you're going to understand really what's going on with you. I do have the burden here, which is, sometimes if you notice this card, it's somebody, this could be you, Gemini, at the bottom, carrying this person. This person's like, take me over there, right? You're going to realize that somebody here has been pulling you down. And I think we already talked about it. If somebody puts you down, somebody's making you feel like low, depressed, or whatever, you're going to know clearly who that person is, and you're going to be able to assess that situation and that person there. I feel like you're gonna flourish. You're gonna have to like go through the 4 seasons of like I don't know, winter, and fall, winter, and then what is it, spring, where you reflourish, and summer, where you're gonna have a good time, and we're almost in summer. So I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. It just came to my mind. It just came to my head. Maybe that will mean something to you. I have no idea. I'm sorry. But sharing, you are going to be abundant. You are abundant, or you are going to be like a success story where you're going to have where you're going to want to share your story, or maybe you're going to be overabundant where you have plenty to give to others. You have plenty to share, right? Again, be humble, but also take care of yourself, take care of your family. Do not give everything away, right? But yeah, I feel like July for you is it's definitely an awakening. It's definitely a bounce back, a comeback, one of the biggest comebacks, I guess, Jemmy. And it's more like personal too. It's like maybe not a lot of people are gonna understand really what you're going through or know the battle you're fighting, but it's like you coming out of that, you beating all that, is like people are gonna see the difference in you, your smile, the way you look, the way you laugh, the way you just look at things in a positive way, because we do have the sun card here. So love and light, baby. All right, let's move on to new love when it comes to like Geminis, single Geminis for the month of July. I gotta go to bed because I have to wake up. Oh my God, I don't know why I do this. I'm gonna try to be here earlier tomorrow, maybe around 9 or something. When it comes to new love, what's happening here? Okay. We have some sort of connection here. I do have an individual here. It is the King of Cups, so it's somebody who's very connected to their heart. They're very loving, warming, very caring as well. This could be a woman or a man, just because it's a general reading, Gemini. But you're meeting somebody who is, again, very in tune with their heart, and with good intentions. Intentions of like loving, talking to you or whatever it is. You know, they're also willing to put in the work. They're willing to, I don't know, do things that you like. So put it in the effort, put it in the work. They're also very wise here with the Hierophant, and they're also looking for long term, right? This person, whoever it is that you're meeting that is new, is someone that is like with their feet planted. I feel like they do work a lot though with the Eight of Pentacles, and I'm not gonna say that they have financial difficulties, but like this person does work a lot, whatever that means. It could be that they're working on something, or they're perfecting their craft. I don't know, but it could be that you're also interested in what they do, or you admire what they do as far as work, career, hobby. I don't know. Could be a Taurus, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now we have the Knight of Wands. Uh, this this person makes you feel like you want to explore, like you want adventure, and this person could be saying, hey, like, let's do something, let's go out there, let's just hold on to my hand, I'm gonna show you something, something like that. So it's like a breath of fresh air, but also like with desires of like, you know experiencing and experimenting. A lot of passion as well, with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like super fast moving energy that, like, it could be that you're doing something fun with this person, and next thing you know, you guys are already kissing. Or you guys are like, oh, let's go do this event, and then you realize that you guys are already in bed. It's a good energy, but it's a fast moving type of energy. So it doesn't have to be sexual, but it could be that it's just like they inspire you to do things, I guess. Vice versa, maybe you're the one inspiring this person. Tell me more about this person. They could also have children here. But it's definitely a new person here with the Page of Cups. Could be a father, a mother figure that their priority is their family as well, This person could also be telling you that they want kids or they want family. If you cannot, and if you don't want to, then you don't have to. I'm just saying. They want to have children with you, maybe. Three of Wands. It could also be that this person's at a distance. It could also be that you guys do like each other, do see each other, but there's a moment of separation to see each other again. Can be up to 3 weeks, 3 months. I don't know, 3 years. 3 years. I don't think so, but the Three of Wands signify that you guys already connected. You guys already put in the work. You guys already like each other. It's just that there's distance. There's a waiting period. It also again distance with the Three of Wands. You guys could be living in different countries, different states, different, I don't know, towns or whatever, cities. Nine of Cups, it feels like, and Six of Wands, okay. All right. Oh, shoot. I think my battery died on the camera. Did it? I forgot to connect my main camera, so I'm off. I'm off the. Here, let me just take it off. Okay. So, Six of Wands. So we got the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. Again, it feels very successful. It feels like you meet somebody who you're very interested in. Vice versa, they're also putting in the effort. And you guys are like the energy is like, let's get to see each other. Let's get to know each other. Let's continue to move forward, right? Because we have the Nine of Cups, which is connected to romance and love, emotions, and then we have the Knight. We saw the Knight of Wands, which is passion and obviously like sexual desire and maybe adventure, you know, the sense of adventure. Now we have the Six of Wands, success overall. So whoever it is that you're dealing with or matching with in the month of July, it feels like it feels like it can go the long way. Who knows if it's gonna go the long way? I'm just giving you some sort of like Snapchat of it, or not Snapchat, or yeah, screenshot or whatever. But you have someone here who really, I don't see any red flags. Or at least the cards are not showing me any red flags. I don't know if I should pull the outcome between y'all two, because I don't want to ruin it. Because I'll leave it up to you, whatever you want to do, right? But with the Six of Wands, it's somebody who's like popular, someone who's desired. It's just success overall with the connection. You feel like they're like, maybe you see them as someone who's like, oh, they're pretty cool. Anything they say or they do is like super interesting. Vice versa, this person could be saying the same thing about you, like, oh man, Gemini is like, you know, what I've been looking for this whole entire time. It's a really good connection. I really don't see any red flags. Very grounded individual, very open-hearted. They could have kids, so if that's a big no for you, then maybe it might not work out. Although they don't have red flags, if you do want kids, then you might say, well, too bad. You know? But again, I feel like I should. Do I want to clarify? What? No, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll leave you guys in the what's it called, a cliffhanger. I know you're gonna hate me. Anyways, let's just see what the romance angels have to say here for this connection coming up in July for Gemini. 2 cards, and that's it. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Again, remember what we said with the Three of Wands? There's distance between y'all two, and there's gonna be a time where you guys have to like be apart. Oh, it's actually 3 cards. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, what's happening here, Jemmy? You're meeting somebody, and the cards are saying, "Hey, get out of your head. Get out of that 5 of Cups. There's love here for you. There's someone here, maybe that you've desired, that maybe deserves you. You deserve whatever. No red flags, and they're here for you, okay?" And then it says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Those are nothing but green flags when it comes to new love here, Gemini. I don't know how you feel about that. Maybe you're the Gemini that doesn't want love. You don't have to say that or claim this reading, but oh my God, like some of you Geminis that are single and are looking, y'all are gonna have someone that is gonna be equally interested in y'all, you know. Granted, there's still gonna be issues. I mean, nobody's perfect. Not every relationship is perfect, but I feel like you guys will definitely be in the same page. I don't know how you feel about the distance though, the separation and the distance. Okay, remember we are talking about new love, so no, this is not someone from your past. This is not someone you've dated before. But I don't know how you're gonna feel about being separated from somebody who's you feel or they feel like you guys are very good looking or very sexually attracted to. It's gonna be hard. where there's a lot of passion, you know. Okay. We're gonna move on to the person on your mind, the person you keep thinking of in your little head or your big head, Jenny. Three of Cups. Maybe there's some sort of reconciliation or some sort of like message being sent to you here from this person. I feel like somebody's guarded. Could be you or them. They're not budging. They're still fixated on whatever it is that you guys ended the conversation last. That's what they're still set on, you know. Queen of Swords. Emotionally unavailable, but let's just see the person on your mind. Usually this is somebody you've dealt with, you've dated, or you're dating, or I don't know. Let's see here. How do they feel about Gemini in the month of July? Okay, positive card. They want to fix things. They're up to working it out. They're trying to find a way to come towards you to like be with you or whatever. Put effort in. They feel like they can fix things, but also if this is a bad connection, if you're thinking of somebody who did you wrong, there's a warning with the Magician, because the Magician could be that somebody's trying to manipulate their way back into you or into the connection. So they could be telling you everything that you want to hear, promising you everything you need and want, but it's like, is that trick that they need to say for you to like accept them, you know. Could be a Taurus here, Virgo, Earth sign for sure. What's the other? Capricorn maybe. They're saying that they want to work on this. So I have somebody coming back or somebody wanting to continue growth, continue the connection, whether if you guys are together or not. If this is a new person, they really do see themselves with you. If you guys are having issues, this person wants to find a way to get back in your good graces and come back to you, because they do want long term. Again, it just depends. If this is a new person, then all they want to do is like make things work out between y'all two. They're gonna put in the effort, you know, they're gonna work on it, and they want long term here with the Hierophant. Okay. It kind of matches the other individual's energy, but I don't know. It could be that you're thinking of an earth sign. One more for how they feel about Gemini here. Yeah. They want communication. They want to move forward. They're waiting for you, right? This person is very positive. Again, if this is somebody you walked away from or you guys broken up, maybe they are feeling like they want another chance with you. If this is a new person that you're dealing, that you're still not in a full relationship with, but it says it's very positive. It's very positive. And that's going to be the difference. If you already dated this person, I don't think it's that positive. I think they're trying to like come back into your life, but if this is a new person, again, it's very positive. They're very funny. You know, they try to have something to talk about all the time. It's like being with a child, but like an adult, but not in a way where they're like immature. More like they're funny. They like to joke around, and they like to see you smile, you know, if this is a new person. How does Gemini feel about this person in their mind? I'm kind of going a little too fast now for you, but the Tower, this is the second time I see the Tower here. So there's some sort of situation here where you feel like maybe just as okay, it's hard to okay. My nose is all clogged up. If this is a new person, you're saying that the universe literally sent you this person out of nowhere, you know? If this is in person. If this is an old person trying to come back to you that you keep thinking of, there's something there, like the arguments and the battles are not done yet. If you're going through a divorce, or if there's still legalities happening with this previous past person, although they're trying to make things right, they're trying to give you hell. They're trying to like tell you, if you don't do this, then I'm gonna do that, right? And there is a tower here where you're telling me that the connection is just not working. Like, you're not willing to come back to this, because every time you guys try to rebuild the tower, there's always that erupt realization that you guys are not a match. Okay, that's if, oh man, I'm confusing you guys. Man, I should just go to bed. Again, if this is a person that you already dated and you keep thinking of, maybe like no communication or whatever, they are trying to come back, but they're gonna manipulate their way into your connection, and you know that it's not good for you to go back into this connection, because I feel like you know that you guys have done or tried this before, and to no avail, right? To not working out. On your side, you have the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords, so there's communication happening, there's planification as well. So Gemini, if you're dealing with somebody that you're having a difficult time in the month of July, it says that there's a possible divorce happening here. On your side, you're saying, I'm good, I'm moving on, I don't want this anymore. Let's file, let's just separate, let's just, I'll move out, or you need to move out. Three of Swords, again, there's a lot of pain and trauma when it comes to this on your side. Like, you're telling me, Jemmy's telling me that they're done 100% with a cheater, with someone that doesn't care about them. And this person is like trying to say, hey, well, give me another chance, or I'll do better this time. I promise you, I'll do this. I promise you, I'll take the trash out. I'll walk the dog, and da. They're telling you everything you want to hear, but I don't know if you should trust this person. It's going to be up to you, because if they already broke your heart once, maybe even twice with that tower there, then I don't know if they're going to be able to regain your trust, or especially from a Gemini. It's like the Gemini, like when a Gemini loses trust in you, it's like, the Gemini has the twins. It's like, it's not just one person that you gotta, convince or gain the trust. It's like the intuition is like the soul, the heart, the mind of the Gemini that has to be content to be able to like allow them to come back in. I just feel like on your side, you're pretty much done. And if this is a new person with the Tower and the Eight of Wands, it feels like you're kind of optimistic, and it's a connection that happened out of nowhere. Like, you didn't even see this coming, or you didn't even like thought that you're going to be in a connection, or you didn't even think that, you weren't even looking, and now you meet somebody suddenly, and there could be a Libra or a fire sign, maybe a Scorpio, and you're like, oh, out of nowhere, like, I feel like I need to pursue this person, or I need to give this person an opportunity. If it's a new person, I gotta keep repeating that. Oh my God. What is the outcome between these two? Six of Wands. Success. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Success when it comes to, if you want to divorce from somebody, if you want to break from somebody, if you want to completely walk away from someone, success on that for you. If you want to take back an ex, if you want that, then I guess success for you. If this is a new person, you successfully met somebody that has a lot of green flags here. They're just willing to put in the work. I'm going to leave it right there, Gemini, because it's getting confusing and I'm talking too much, and I feel like I'm losing people's interest, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Give your relationship a chance. See, some of you guys do want this person to come back. Work on your partnership, or somebody does want to come back to you. I'm telling you. But you also you deserve love. You are lovable. So you are actually also manifesting love. So that's tricky. You guys are maybe split between two people, or split between leaving and staying, or again, maybe you're walking away from somebody and somebody's coming in right away, unexpectedly, with that Tower, That's all I have for you, Jemmy. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and being part of my channel. Again, if you want a free tarot reading, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I come to the, YouTube live. If it says free tarot readings, start asking your question, specific question. Don't tell me, I want, a general reading, because, it's so much easier to just focus on a specific question. But if I do have the time, then I will give you a general reading in the live. And I've done it a lot. It's just that sometimes it takes longer and people are waiting and people are like, who's next? And are you going to answer me? Like, why are you spending an hour with this person? So just to be fair, I guess, specific question, and then we'll move it along. If you need a personal reading, information is in my channel. And if you cannot find it, then don't worry about it. There's an email. You can always email me. Down in the bottom information box in the bottom below. Anyways, I always do this. Remember that life starts with love, but I don't have the camera here. But remember that life starts with love, and yes, the heart is the most important thing to focus sometimes on. It'll bring heaven on earth if you learn to love and learn to open up your heart. Okay, I gotta go. You guys have a good night. Peace.